We are on Friday of the 20th week in ordinary time, and in the church we to the memorial of Saint Pius X, who was sepulchred. Three readings are proposed to us today for our meditation. The first one is taken from Ezekiel chapter 37 from verse 1 to 14. Psalm 107 will help us to meditate, and the gospel is from Matthew chapter 22 from verse 34 to 40. We are going to focus our attention on the gospel. The gospel reports in many places discussions between Jesus and other religious obediences, such as the Pharisees, Sadducees, scribes, and so on and so forth. Cases like the repudiation case of adultery, resurrection, legacy, Sabbath, or on the revenues and other are among those questions Jesus used to face, maybe even daily. But we are tempted to think that they were asking him this question out of curiosity and not in search of the truth, or perhaps not to question even their convictions. Was it to assess his knowledge in the eyes of the crowds, or to discredit him, or to trap him and found motives to crucify him? In any case, they had ulterior motives which will finally lead to his arrest and even death. Indeed, there came a time where Jewish law had more than 600 commandments, and it was a little difficult to know which of them was the greatest. Certainly this commandment had become a heavy burden for most of them, so it was easy to break some of the commandments and unfortunately face judgment and condemnation. So when Jesus takes up the summary or the Decalogue and the prophets to know the love of God and the love of the neighbor, he insinuates the idea that all the commandments have no other purpose than to love God and to love one's neighbor. They were inseparable and complementary, because it makes no sense to pretend to love God by hating one's neighbor. In this logic, the neighbor is not only someone of his race, tribe, cultural cycle, but any person in need to whom we can decide to be close. Jesus fully embodies this image by becoming close to us when he died on the cross, so that we may have all life. It is therefore a call to coherence and honesty with ourselves. When we discover that God loves us immeasurably, then we learn to love without measure those ones whom he loves. His kingdom belongs to those who try their best to love others, who find his image and who take care of his image in those people in need who come to us every day. It is not far from those ones we see in the streets, those ones who cry out for help, but is the one who identifies himself in those ones in need, the little ones. So we cannot pretend or claim to love him, to look for him, and despise those people he sends daily to us for help. The Lord be with you.
Like incense, lift our worship rise to your holy throne, Almighty God, with cherubim